Hi Pisces, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Monthly Tarot for October 2024. This message is for any Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but also if Pisces rules a particular house or planet that you need clarity on, then this message is also for you. Thank you so much for joining me. If this does end up resonating, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot. And thank you to all my subscribers. I loved seeing this at the beginning, Pisces. Really cool too. A lot connected to this like goddess, feminine, creative energy. A lot also though, pay attention to that Mars in Cancer, okay? I do think that Mars in Cancer transit is going to be really empowering, but also can bring up some shadow energy. So just be mindful of that. But a lot related to shifts, luck, Wheel of Fortune energy in October, which is really cool because there's so much in the collective happening. Perhaps it is that we finally turned this around, right? Like there's something from the past. We finally are like, I am done with this and it's time to move on. It could be around Scorpio season 2 where there's like this really cathartic release, all right? Like the rebirth that's happening. So we're going to get a little bit into the astrology and then, yeah, look at that. Like, we're clearing something big, okay? So let's get into a little bit of the astrology and then we will dive into your tarot. Now, I'm only going to do a little bit of the astrology. The astrology.com calendar for October will be linked in the description though, okay? So you can open that and dive more into it. October 2nd, new moon solar eclipse in Libra. In Pisces, if there's anywhere in your life that you are feeling off balance before this eclipse, get in balance, all right? This can cause burnout. Biggest thing for you too, Pisces, people pleasing. Don't give in to the people pleasing. It's that idea of, you're done with work and then after hours, somebody's like, hey, I need you to do this. And you say, yes. There's just this energy of like really strong energetic boundaries. The people pleasing needs to stop and we need to avoid burnout. So if you are binge watching TV, not getting enough sleep, overindulging, like this is a time to really harness that Virgo, that polar natal Virgo energy, okay? Which is so funny too. Look at Venus and Virgo, boundaries. So here's what's so fascinating is that like you could be getting a lot, this is not for all of you, but for some of you, you could be coming into a lot of money and you might want to keep it to yourself. All right, there's this message of really having some high energetic boundaries where it's like, because you are so kind and caring and generous, but when it comes to where you're off balance, Virgo energy, okay? So really loving that Virgo polar natal energy, the discipline, the structure, the routine, all right? I just really think that that's going to be really important for you because it was really important for Virgos on the other end of it to really embrace that wonderful Pisces energy, especially at the end of the month. So the big one, October 11th, Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. Pluto retrograde went into Capricorn September 1st, and now it's going direct October 11th. We have been seeing a lot of these plans, and then the plans are like going to get implemented basically. It's that last-ditch effort of the Capricorn paradigm trying to remain in power, all right? The visual I always get is they're in a hole. There's a ladder over here that everybody climbed. I'm not going to get that ladder. I'm going to do it this way, and you're going to do it this way. And then like all of the water, like the mud, it's harder to climb out, and they could just grab the ladder and they won't. So here's where I want you to stay out of the hole, okay? The more that you can just focus on that new age, this new fresh start, this new abundance, you just stay offline as much as you can, stay off social media as much as you can, and just if you're absorbing that energy, make sure that you do things in your power to energetically cleanse yourself, taking a shower after work, sage essential oil in a sprayer and misting yourself before and after you leave, carrying around some black tourmaline when you're out in public. Like there's just a lot here that is coming in and it's really rewarding, okay? You know what's so cool too, seeing the King of Cups with Pluto here? This is the message that a lot of my astrologers that I love watching, Pam Gregory, Donna Stellhorn, I don't think she talks about this a lot, but Heather Ensworth does. The power of water and how we're going to be increasing, seeing the power of water, especially in the Aquarian age. This is Pluto. You are stepping into your power as like an emotional powerhouse. There's something here when it comes to connecting to the source, when it comes to connecting to your emotional superpower combined with your creativity, where it's like gonna blow people away, all right? Like there's this energy of being bold and confident in your energy, all right? So if you've been holding back and expressing yourself in any way, the next thing we're gonna talk about is that full moon in Aries, okay? But going back to this Pluto direct, when we get to Scorpio season, we're going to start seeing more of that collapse, if you will, and more of the rebuilding, like the death, the birth, transformation, along with this energy, because Pluto will be going back into Aquarius in November, okay? So just keep your mind on that, because it's so very important. Yeah, like I said, there's something here where it's like the clearing that's happening for you is in a very abundant manner. Now, also though too, if you have any loose ends to tie up related to this past paradigm, definitely get ahead of that, okay? Okay, October 17th, full moon in Aries. I'm loving this for you, Pisces. So this is the energy of that confident, this is basically what like the Queen of Wands is, because Queen of Wands is Pisces and Aries. Like this is the energy I want you to have. When you empower yourself, you help empower others. And then here's like that perception of like, it comes from within you, all right? You have to be satisfied, and that's all that matters, okay? So this is the imagery I get, is like there's a stage and everybody's out in the audience, and you keep peeking behind the curtain and like, oh, like I don't know if I'm ready, and then boom, you're ready, okay? The energy that's nudging you is saying you're ready, and you just have to say yes, okay? You're ready if you allow yourself to be ready. So whatever that is, like make sure you're spending time focusing on that throughout the month, all right? Yeah, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like you really have to surrender and trust that putting yourself out there is going to clear whatever needs to be cleared, all right? So yeah, then we're getting into Scorpio season, October 22nd, your fellow water sign. Really think you're going to be embracing this change, this cleansing, this transformation. And then by October 31st, this is the coolest for you, Pisces. October 31st, Halloween, we have Mercury in Scorpio trining Neptune in Pisces. So the planet of communication and in the sign of death, birth, transformation, trining the planet of dreams in the sign of you, the dreamer, all right? Here's where, if you've ever wanted to connect to somebody from the other side, now is the day to do it. You strong, vivid dreams, like those people that you love who have passed could be coming to you with very important messages. Just having alone time in silence and just feeling other people's energy. Like this is a very powerful day for you, okay? I really want you also to think about the creative aspect, especially if you're a writer, a painter. There's this idea of connecting to that source and then giving it creative expression. That could be really empowering. But also when it comes to your life, if like there's anything where you feel off balance, if there's anything that you've always wanted to say to somebody, like say it, release it, okay? Like there's just a very strong message here of connecting to that. But when it comes to money and stability, it's like there's a something big coming in for you, and it's part of being a part of the lightning bolt of change, okay? So here's where it's like, stay on your eagle's perch, don't give too much into that old energy, and yeah, journeys with it, like focus on your light, all right, and radiating your light and utilizing Virgo energy, okay? It could be too, because it's like a lot of heavy energy, so we're gonna wanna, the shadow aspects of Pisces, escapism, tuning out people, not tuning into yourself, but just escaping it, so instead of like being creative during that time alone, you're binge watching, like that's the type of energy it gets. So clear it out and let's see what we got going on for you this month. Okay. Yeah, look at what popped up again, the Six of Coins. All right, dang. You have similarities to Virgo too, which I think is very cool. Wow. Pisces, I hope you're excited. Like I said, like everything about this was like so indicating that. And it's just like, I'm almost speechless. Okay, let's get into this for you. Overall energy for the month of October, Six of Wands. This is you in the spotlight. So that energy of that full moon in Aries, you are getting the recognition you deserve, and it's big, all right? Like it's looking really big here, Pisces. Leo, Jupiter in Leo, expansion with your ego. All right, and so here's where it's like that has to come from within you. You have to be bold and confident with what you're putting out there. Whatever that is, you have to be bold and confident with it, all right? This is something where it's like, I just need you, Pisces, to know how wonderful you are, okay? Now, what you need more of, the 9 of Coins. All right, so you really need to enjoy what you have to receive more. This is increasing, like, so this is where, like I said, like there's this really strong message of you increasing your finances and there being like a major windfall here. And I know, like, I don't say that lightly. I usually don't give those messages to that extent, but this does really indicate, you know, a bonus, a raise, a gift of money, and then you allowing yourself to like really beautify your home with it and like enjoying the comforts of home because of what you've earned. But it's also to nurturing your finances. So remember that, like loving money, but like in a sense of like the mutual relationship, like the neutral, that money is neutral and it's the energy you give to it. And so there is something here with healing that relationship with yourself is then healing your finances as well. What you have the right amount of, Knight of Swords. So this is so interesting because Virgo's got this at the end of the month, and this is what you have the right amount of. And so there is this energy, like when it comes to justice and standing up for what you believe in, here's where it's like standing your ground, being confident, and really, you're not wavering in what you know is right. All right. This is important, especially in a month with the transformation and changes and everything that's happening. It's really important for you to stand in that energy, isn't it? Now, what you need less of, this 3 of Swords. Okay, so there's something here when it comes to a past pain where it's a lesson. Okay, so it has something to do with balance too. Now, this is Saturn in Libra. All right, so a block of fear or limitation when it comes to a past pain where we need to stop thinking about it. All right. It's like we've moved past it here. And it's also this idea of not letting people take advantage of you. All right. Like that hurt comes from us not being in our energy and, you know, the worry and the fear and the doubt. And like, there's just this really strong message of making sure that you recognize that like, this is done. Okay. What you can change, the 10 of Coins, Mercury and Virgo, appreciating your roots and your resources, Oh my God, your roots and your resources. So this is something where I'm just too excited for you, Pisces. This is where we need that mental mastery too. All right. Like this is opening the box to wealth, happy relationships, everything you've ever wanted. We have to have that change of like really being receptive to this. It's also this energy too of like your community, your family, your friends, and manifesting and just knowing that whatever happened for a reason. And maybe that's where the epiphany is coming in for you. Why you need to accept the devil. So this is that shadow. You need to accept too, though, that like there are people who, if they find out, you know, this information, like let's say you do have a windfall of money, there are people who come out of the woodworks, wouldn't they, right? But you need to accept, you need to heal this aspect of the shadow energy within you, where, especially too, if you were raised in like a religious, like for me, for instance, like Catholic guilt, right? Like this shame, guilt, and fear of having things. And there's just this message of making sure that you understand the nature of appearances and you face something within yourself. There's something here where it's like, once you recognize that you are a part of everybody and everybody's a part of you, and when there's this shadow energy of other people, it doesn't have to be a reflection of you as a person, but just that we all have that energy within us. But this is a big money block here. So like I said, like there's something here where we need to accept that we also have our shadow side. All right. And what is that for you? Okay. End of the month though. Wow. 4 of Wands, celebration, success. Celebrating the accomplishments of yourself and others. So this could be a group thing where like something major is coming in with a group energy. It could be family, you know what I mean? Like, so like it could be inheritance related. It could be your work. Okay. Like there's just like this major opportunity with your work where it's not just you celebrating, but everybody celebrating. But here's where it's like, this is where I knew this was going to be the end of the month for you with Scorpio, your fellow water sign, is like, you see what's trickling in. You see that none of this is part of the past. It's not part of your reality. And that's where it's like, I just really get you that this what you need less of, you're saying yes to saying less to it, right? And so here's where it's just like, we just need to understand this Capricorn energy. Also, actually, that's fascinating too. So the Capricorn paradigm in general, we can change our perception of that too, all right? Let's get into your past life energy. This is very fascinating because this too, like I said, that Pluto and Capricorn energy could be really potent, if you will. So see what house Pluto is in your chart and see what sign rules Pluto. Okay, so like for me, for instance, Pluto's in my 5th house, and that's the house of creativity and enjoying things. It's the creativity, the kids, your inner child. And so it's like this idea of like, there's a strong transformation happening there, and it's clearing, and it really does. It takes you recognizing and learning something for what it is. Okay. Wow, Virgo's got this at the bottom of their deck too. Persecution. This is some past life energy here. Persecution and inquisition, like it's that idea of like, probably were a witch in a past life. Okay, so knighthood, leaving or travel in trees. Yeah, definitely staying grounded and really basking in the energy of nature. So let's start with knighthood. This to me is probably the most important because of your loyalty, Pisces. Once a knight, always a knight. You received this card as validation of your inner knighthood. Whether you're a man or a woman in this life, you may have the heart and mind of a knight. Most likely, you've long had a fascination with tales and images of knights. You may collect knight figurines, decorate with knight-related artwork, and even dress up as a knight during costume parties. In relationships and careers, you're drawn to defend those who are weak or vulnerable. You may have chosen a profession that puts you into a guardian or protector role. And this can be like, with being a parent as well. And remember that Mars and Cancer energy. It's essential that you only work for organizations that you fully believe in. As a knight, you're loyal to those who earn your respect. Otherwise, you're not happy. All right. Now, leaving or traveling. You drew this card because of an old pattern spanning several lifetimes that involves travel or leaving. You may notice in this lifetime that you are a vagabond of sorts and want to continually be moving. You may wish to travel often or seek out a career in which you do so. You may also tend to move to new homes frequently. You developed this desire for leaving and movement out of necessity during a life as a nomad. Your relationships may have also involved you leaving your partner or being left by a partner who traveled. This kind of movement is impacting the situation that you're inquiring about today. So here, this loyalty and this energy is connected to the shadow and the 3 of Swords, okay? All right, now let's do trees here. This card indicates that you have a special relationship to trees. In ancient times, particularly in Celtic and Eastern European cultures, trees were considered sacred. The Druids looked to oak trees for prophetic information, and ancient healers used tree ingredients such as willow bark for medicine. Your connection to trees may have been spiritual, including the ability to receive messages from them. In some cases, these seemingly non-sentient trees are animated real souls known as tree people. You may have even been a tree person or a tree deva in this life or a prior lifetime. This card asks you to spend more time connecting with trees for healing, knowledge, and inner peace. So yeah, really get out into nature, okay? If you're feeling off kilter, definitely get out into nature. But this is, like I said, this is a really powerful month. And so whatever this devil energy is connected to this 3 of Swords, there's so much light radiating that we're going to really get the aha moment that whatever's triggering us is coming from within. And so that shadow work journal, I'm telling you, like, definitely utilize that as much as you can because it's so wonderful. Okay, so let's see what archetypal energy is affecting Pisces. But like I said, Pisces, overall, like a great reading for you. Exorcist. Yeah, you got there's something here where it's like a big, powerful ending, if you will. Okay. So, Exorcist, light attributes, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Shadow attribute, face of fearing your own demons. So there is something here with your shadow where connected to this energy that we're gonna recognize it for what it is. Like I said, I really think it's connected to where your Pluto is. So be very mindful of checking that out. And let's see here. Also too, like if there's any other planets in the house that you have Pluto in, that's also something that's very important. All right, let's see. What dragon energy can Pisces use? Oh, how lovely. All right, orange dragon. Brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. That's you and your power, right? That's what you're so generous at the core of who you are. And it's like, you know, this idea of like, now that you have this wealth, you can put on these really cool parties for people and like have events. Like that's really this like really exciting energy for you, Pisces. I love this. Okay. Let's see, what crystal energy can Pisces use? Oh, amazing. Gold and amethyst. So this is perfect for you too. Amethyst is so connected to you already, Pisces. It's connected to dreams. Amethyst, definitely at the end of the month. Humility. And gold, the solar angel. All right, so like I said, there's something, a big, important gift here. The humility it takes to, like with this recognition, it's like a healthy ego is a good thing. Never forget that, Pisces, okay? A healthy ego is a good thing. So let's get an empowering question for you quick here. All right, what empowering question is going to help Pisces for the month of October 2024? So this is, like I said too, like this is a lot related to your personal life. So the more you can ground yourself and use your warm, like compassionate Pisces energy, like that healing energy, like radiate it out, the more that's going to really help. What gives me great joy? And what if everything is as it should be? How would that make me feel? Focus on that feeling. If you can wake up every day writing out what your day looks like before you go to bed, thinking about it, what gives you great joy? Because that's what you're manifesting. Also, ChatGPT. This is something that I recently did. You open up ChatGPT and you ask what your dream life is. Like tell ChatGPT what your dream life is. And then ChatGPT will respond, and then you ask it to write out your a day in your dream life. And then it'll tweak it for you. Like for me, for instance, I wrote out my dream life, but then ChatGPT didn't have my daughter involved because I didn't put my daughter as like what the focus was. And so then I said, can you please include my daughter in this day to day? And then it, include, I'm like, can you include my daughter in school? And then like it'll fine tune it. But there's something here to really focusing on like, what does that look like? And then making sure that you live that, that we're putting away the distractions and we're really focusing on manifesting that. But like, this is where it's like you did, you know what I mean? So it's like, if there's this energy if there's shadow energy, you're getting this reward, you're getting this recognition, and then something or someone is still tugging at you, it's within you somewhere, okay? So, yeah, wow. Okay, this is crazy because somebody else got this in the exact same reverse. The struggle is over. Wow, the struggle is over, Pisces. Yeah, look at you. This is you in your power. All right. Saturn lesson, Saturn and Pisces. This is major. Yeah, it's over. The struggle is over, Pisces. Amazing transformation. I'm telling you, Scorpio season is probably going to be like where you're feeling this the most once we enter Scorpio season at the end of the month. But this transformation is huge. So congratulations, Pisces. You are in your power and it is amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. Right when I said that too, the timestamp while I was recording before editing was at 24:24. So look up that synchronicity. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, please hit that like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. And as always, shine your inner light. You've got this.